Welcome back, Wargamers. We're here today with Michael and myself. What's our matchup, bud?
Today we're playing Stormcast Eternals versus the Soulblight Gravelords. It is hammers versus skeletons. It is bone versus steel, and I'm very excited for it, mostly because the Scourge of Gyran, Iridan, is on the table. They finally get their time in the sun. I've bought this model, painted this model as soon as it came out, and then it's been sitting on that shelf. But GW gave me brand new rules, and I'm very excited for them
They
to play.
got the biggest glow up. They are just ready and willing to go into this undead horde and see what happens.
And you're playing a really cool list today. Give us like 10 seconds about it. What do you think?
This list is pretty much the board control list that every army wishes it could have. I get to bring screens to 4th edition.
Yay!
A local player named Dylan, he is a TO for PDX Rex and the guy who painted 90% of these models. He helped me design this list. This is kind of like his main, like this is his baby.
Yeah.
And it's about just controlling the board and just being able to hit as a hammer when needed and just having the anvils where also is needed. So it's just a lot of board control and just my favorite way to play Warhammer.
Yeah, me too. I'm super excited for it. If you guys are new to the channel, thank you so much for joining us. Remember, like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff down below. Big shout out to all of our channel members. These guys go above and beyond to support us, and we really, really appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to become a member today and get access to all those extra perks, hit that join button. Get 4 extra battle reports every single month, and then if you're a Lord or a Commander, you get to select a model to represent you in the Mortal Realms. The Lord Relictor was chosen by Toby Hawks, and he is represented on the Mortal Realms with the Lord Relictor. I love this program because we get to have our channel members on the table with us playing the game and get to shout them out specifically, and it's like,
Kind of create stories.
I love it. Yes.
Like, I still have a massive grudge match I need to get out with poor Delta over there.
Yeah.
Because he just beat me up one of these games, and it's like in my mind, and my memory is horrible, but I get to remember this now. It's awesome.
And the wall of heroes starts getting filled with more lords and commanders as they select their champions, which is really, really fun. So, with all that being said, let's take a look at the lists we're playing today. Stormcast are on the battlefield today. We're doing the battle formation Sentinels of the Bleak Citadels, which gives one of my units a 5-up ward. My general today is Iridan the Witness. I'm very excited that they are on the table today. Huge glow up as the Scourge of Gyran. Has an excellent prayer to give out rend, excellent combat phase ability to teleport around, and allows Ruination Chamber units to reroll their resistance roll. Hanging out in their regiment is going to be the Lord Terminos. I'm going to be giving him the Quicksilver Draft, which gives him fight first, and then he can bring another unit into fight first with him. In their regiment, we have 2 reinforced units of Reclusians. These guys do crit mortals with their weapons, and they have a 3-up resistance roll. These guys are pretty beefy. Leading the next regiment, we have a Knight in Carnum. She's a level 1 wizard. Very, very good to do just a little bit of casting with. And then we have a reinforced unit of Storm Strike Paladors. These guys get reroll charges and strike burst as long as a warrior unit has already died this game. And then we have 2 units of Vigilors. I use these guys as objective monkeys. They're going to drop down and land in different spots. Anything that they shoot and wound with their bows, we're going to get +1 to hit against them. And then finally, we have a Lord Relictor. He's going to be taking one of the new artifacts of power, the Sigil of Morda. This is a once per turn reaction in the combat phase. When an opponent declares a rampage or a command while we're in combat with each other. On a 3-up, we can just say no to it, which is really, really powerful. Very excited for this list, so let's see what JJ brought.
Today I'm bringing the Soulblight Gravelords in the subfaction of Bacchanals of Blood. This is going to give all my vampires not in combat +1 to cast, and all vampires that have made a charge +1 to wound. Leading my force today is going to be Mannfred von Carstein. He has a unique ability that allows me to redeploy into combat. he also has an ability that gives out +1 attack if I've killed anything that turn. In his regiment is going to be a reinforced unit of Barrow Guard. They are crit machines. In his regiment is a White King on foot. This is going to be able to chain react with a Barrow Guard unit and give them +1 to hit on that chain activation. In this unit is a unit of True Blades. They have an ability for fight last to a unit on a 4+. My second regiment is led by Radikar the Wolf. He's going to be able to give out a reroll charge and +1 to wound if he's made a charge. In his regiment is a unit of Vargeists that are able to teleport around the battlefield, be my ejected monkeys. Lastly is a 10 block of Dire Wolves. This is what I'm bringing you today. Let's take a look at that battle plan.
The battle plan today is limited resources. This is a 6 objective mission, and our territories are split right down the center of the table. Twist today is when a player gains control of an objective, they start to extract resources from it. After scoring victory points, if the active player controls an objective that they controlled at the end of their previous turn, they have extracted all of the resources from that objective, and for the rest of the battle, the player cannot control that objective. They can still contest it, though. The underdog can add 3 to the control scores of friendly units that are contesting an objective from which they are extracting resources. Players will score victory points at the end of their turns as follows. 2 victory points if you control at least one objective, 2 victory points if you control 2 or more, 2 victory points if you control more than your opponent, and 4 if you completed the battle tactic that you chose to attempt this turn. I was 3 drops to your 2. What did you choose for your honor guard?
My Field Sergeant will be my White King because that's what you pick nowadays.
Seems really good. I'm also going to do Field Sergeant on my Lord Terminos for that +2 to move, make those Reclusians fast boys. And then I'm going to give priority target on the Paladors for +1 to hit and wound against your General and Honor Guard. Seems pretty good. So with all that, let's see who has initiative. We are about to get into it, but before we do, make sure you guys comment down below. Who are you rooting for? Is it the Soulblight Gravelords with their brand new book and their legions of the undead, or is it the might of the Stormcast Eternals? I do want to do a quick shout out to our good friends over at warpfireminis.com. There's an affiliate link down below. Use that. Make sure you're clicking on that sucker. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help support the channel every time you do that, so that's very helpful. And you can get 15% off all of their Warhammer merch, and they ship for free for anything over $50.
They get here fast.
They get here fast, and we order like all of our stuff through them. And
I got a big pile of Soulblight coming.
The owner, Jordan, also has his own YouTube channel, and he specializes in Skaven. And he's
amazing content.
He does really, really good content too. So make sure you check those guys out. Now, I was more drops than you.
Yes.
You won the roll-off.
Correct.
Here we are.
I am going to take the first turn, but there's a big thing we need to cover before we continue any further in this battle.
Oh, yes.
We are using the Gnawholes to be my cursed Silkaburs. I can't say that for the rest of this game. They will be grave sites because I have a speech impediment and they are nice people.
Yes. Yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you.
So these are my grave sites. They're going to allow me to do some recursion from them. You will notice that I only have 2 out because I neglected to summon the third one. And
Intentionally.
That is intentionally because I have a relic that is going to allow me to bring one in later. It's my mystery Muscatool. I'm going to take the flanks, shocking no one because I'm already set up to do so. We have no places of power, so that's one thing out of the way. So we're going to go directly into casting. What I'm starting with first is going to be Mannfred summoning in the Purple Sun. He is currently getting +1 due to my sub-faction. He's a 2 cast, so let's see how this goes. 7.
Not good.
Nope, needs an 8. Then his second spell is going to be Gravetide.
Excellent. Yes, I love the Gravetide.
Nope. Awesome. For my next cast, it's going to be Radikar the Wolf. This is going to be an aura of 12 inches around him that all, I keep wanting to say Barrow Guard, but that's not right. It is the Grave Guard units, which will be the skeletons, can reroll charges in an aura of 12 inches on a 7 up. So he's getting +1, so 6 on the dice. This ain't looking good for me. Nope. I do have a Lash of the Sire coming from the White King. So on a 2+, I get to move a unit, D6. It could be any Soulblight Gravelords unit. So I'm going to choose a unit of 20 wolves.
Heck yes.
2+ goes off. Wish I could use that roll.
Yeah.
They get to move 2 inches. Well, that is the end of my hero phase. Michael, would you like to be rude and try to do something mean to me?
I would love to. I'm going to counter prey on a 3-up. I'm going to move them over there and make it really hard for him to take the flanks. And then we're going to go into movement.
Correct. I moved up around kind of just a snake around there, so I'm not on multiple points because I really need to control how many points I'm on so I'm not overexerting them because I excel at the late game. And with that, I also pulled you out of being able to complete some of the secondaries because I can do very easy things by getting them into combat when you don't want me to without spending 2 CP, only needing to spend 1 because of Mannfred.
Yeah, that redeploy is good.
Yep. So the other thing I had to do, because you were very rude and you teleported there, I had to give up my battle tactic, which really sucks. So I'm probably going to have to take an objective that I don't want to take. But it's allowing me to kind of come over, deal with something that I don't have a lot of defenses for, and hopefully pick it up and not have to deal with it no more. So I just kind of left them and went on my merry way.
Yeah.
Is there anything you did?
I had no responses.
We're going to check me. No, shooting. Would you like to shoot?
I am going to covering fire with my unit right here. We're going to put all of our shots from Vigilors into these direwolves. 4, run 1.
6s. All right, I'll go through.
Single damage piece.
And I take 2 dogs off the back. All right, we're going to go directly into charges. We're going to start with the 9-inch charge.
It's a good start. It's a good start. Yeah.
And then the wolves will also touch.
Yep.
I actually will have to spend a CP for...
Hey, that's much better.
Yeah, we're just going to get them all in there. For my first activation of the combat is going to be the Vargeist here. They have their Murderous Claws and Fangs. We got 3 attacks apiece. They're normally hitting on 4s, 3s, rend 1, 2 damage, but I'm getting +1 to hit because I all attacked.
Okay.
And I'm getting +1 to wound because I'm back in our blood. And they have crit to hit.
Nice. I will all out defense this unit. I would like them to stay alive.
Kind of figure that's what you're going to go do.
Yeah.
That's going to be 9 saves from you.
3s. Sergeant's alive. Sergeant's going in the dogs. 1 wound, rend 1.
6s. Fail it. Damage. 1.
Single damage.
6s. Got it. It's going to be 19 attacks from the dog's teeth. 4s, 3s, no rend, 1 damage. 6.
2s. We're good.
Well, that was a very exciting turn. Brought your shooters down to 1 model left, kind of hoping that she survives some combats here, so I can just leave her alive. I scored a mighty 6 points.
Yes.
And now we're going to go into your Battle Round 1.
Battle Round 1 for me is going to be Reclaiming the Realms. I like doing that early before I lose models and just can't do it. So I have a few things that I need to do. I need to hand out my 5-up ward for Bleak Citadels, and that'll go on my Reclusian squad. We're going to do a Finest Hour on the Reclusians as well, since I'm going to send them into just a swath of attacks, so we'll keep them safe. My Lord Relictor from T. Hawkins is going to cast for Blessed Weapons. This is targeting the Reclusians. This is for +1 attack. It does not go off, and we miscast. And then Iridan is going to cast for +1 to rend. This goes off on a 3.
Oh, this is prey, by the way, not cast.
It is a prey. Prey.
Function differently. Banking those
+1 to
points.
rend. No, it goes off on a 3.
Oh, that's really nice.
Could you pull up? I can pull up their worst roll. For Demand of the Witness is the +1 to rend, and you pick a Ruination Chamber unit. They get +1 to rend until the start of my next turn. So I'm going to give the Reclusians +1 to rend. So now they're rend 2. The Wizard is going to bring out the Dias Arcanum. It does go off on a 6. 7.
7.
I believe I get a 7 because I get +1 to summoning. Add 1 to casting rolls when it summons manifestations.
So you get it, you meanie.
I do get it.
Oh, you get Beyblade.
I get Beyblade. And that makes
and they get to ride Beyblade?
they ride Beyblade. Yeah. It's a Nimbus Cloud. And then that
love
also
it.
makes them a level 2 wizard, so we get to do another cast.
If that gets destroyed, do you just eat shit?
No.
Oh, they just land quietly, just boop.
Yeah. They get like a 5-up board for being on it too. It makes them just all better.
I like it.
Yeah. We're going to do a -1 to wound spell targeting the dogs. Does not go off.
Oh, I had so many denies in this list.
I am good. That is my hero phase.
Let's go. Oh, wait. Yep, we're going to go right into movement because I am too far away from heroes to heal anything, and we're good to go.
Let's move. Movement phase is complete. I have moved the Reclusians up over the line to reclaim that realms. My Paladors moved up as well. And then Iridan's going to go, and we're going to try and slingshot off of this terrain feature to go take this point back from you. I moved my Reclusians into the center of the field, triggering a redeploy from you.
I did do redeploy, and
Yes.
because they are within 12 inches of Mannfred, I'm able to just redeploy into combat.
Which is very cool.
Yes. The reason why I did so is to stop you from being able to get a lot of extra movement. So if you get a long bomb charge, I've been abused all last game for the, how many 12s did you roll?
Too many.
Too many. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to let you roll that charge. You will get everything into combat, but it was more about keeping you kind of where I wanted you to sit
Sure.
and not have to worry about them.
That's really good. I'm going to do my shooting attack from the Vigilors into your unit of Direwolves. 8. Yeah, -1.
6s. Make 1.
Single damage.
6. Make 2.
2 puppers go down. Shooting phase is complete, and I think we're going to start charging.
Charge me a clock.
Okay, let's...
You know where you're not charging?
Not with the Reclusians.
There you go.
Let's start with Iridan. A 9.
I think a 9 just gets you to where you want to go.
It gets me exactly where I want to go. We're going to charge with the Reclusians into the terrain feature on the other side.
Need an 8? No.
For rampages, Iridan has a new one that I get to like hopscotch over you on a tree up. I do. Pick them up, and we're going to place them right there so that we can fight your flyers.
Vligorst.
Vargeist. Iridan is going to activate first. We are going to all-out attack, going down to 0 CP. We're going to start with the Axe of the Final Threshold. There's a new YouTube channel out. It's called Threshold Tactics.
Yeah.
Quite good. It's
Threshold
quite good.
Tactics?
Threshold Tactics, guys, I see you, and you're doing a wonderful job. I watched like 2 of their reports this last weekend, and I was like, this is pretty good.
Pulling that up.
Yeah, they're good. I really liked them. They start with the cheer from Riddick. Threshold! Threshold! Take us to the threshold! And I was like, yeah, that's awesome!
Yes.
Okay, so Axe of the Final Threshold is going to activate. This is going to be 2s and 3s, crit mortals, damage 3. Oh, we hit 3 once.
I needed that. I really did.
And we failed the wound. Okay, cool. We're going to go with the Plunging Talons now from the mount. This is going to be +1 damage for charging. So this is going to be 3s, 2s, Ren 2, damage 3.
Okay.
Okay, so take 5 at Ren 2. 15 damage.
Yep. Hiya, 6 ups. I just barely died.
Got him.
I'm going to activate the dogs, but I'm not piling in because I want to make you step forward if you want to deal me any damage, so then I can spring forward with other units later.
Okay.
So we're going to give you my good old teeth. 4s and 3s, no red, 1 damage. Cool.
Cool. I will pile in the Reclusians. Reclusians are going to activate. We're getting 2s, Ren 2, 2 damage, crit mortals. So that's 18, 24 damage.
Not bad, not bad. 10 dead pepperonis.
It's so many wounds to chew through. I should have activated this guy first. JJ's being a champion and letting me swing with his terrible attacks.
I think I am actually a champion, aren't I?
You are. 3 attacks with the Vigilor. Take 3, Ren 1.
6s! Fail him.
Single damage.
Do you kill another dog? You kill 1 dog.
Exactly.
I'm gonna bite you. Nom nom nom.
Into Iridan, right?
Into Iridan.
Got it.
Take that, bird.
Take that, bird.
3, 6, 9, 10.
3s. Two.
The bird didn't give a shit.
The bird has a ward. Okay, takes 2. That's it for Stormcast. We completed our turn and we scored 10 points. We hold 1, 2, but not more. Or
No,
1, 2, and more. Scusi. And then we completed our battle tactic of reclaiming the realms. Super nice.
Yes.
We're slowly chewing through all of these dogs, and there's a lot of them. But we're going to get in the roll-off for Battle Round 2.
Let's go.
Good luck.
Maintain that prio.
We will be back. Battle Round 2, Gravelords.
Into Battle Round 2 for Soulblight Gravelords, we are going to do the Mighty Do Not Waver. I think that is going to be the best bet for myself. First thing I'm going to activate is Deathly Invocations from Mannfred. We're going to bring back 1 Puppers. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast from Mannfred his War Scroll spell. This is going to go off on a 7, +1 for Buckles of Blood, so it'll be going off on a 6. I'm going to pick a point within 6, or 18 of him, and 6 inches around it will get D3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
If it goes off. 7, 8.
You can have it.
All right. I'm going to pop that right here, getting all 3 of these units.
Okay.
Do you want to activate your non-affected?
No, I do not.
Okay. The unit of Reclusians. Take 3 mortals.
Okay. So Lord Terminus is here. The Lord Relictor is over here, and that's T. Hawkins.
I'm going to try to hurt T. Hawkins.
T. Hawkins.
Nope.
Nope.
Or no, I think it does. It's not on a 3+. I think it's just that many mortal wounds. I will double check.
That's a really good spell then.
On a 2+.
Okay.
So, and then the other hero. Nope. Cool. This will activate my +1 attack from him because I killed a single model from this unit.
There you go.
The next thing I will be trying to cast from him, I do believe I'm within 12. Do we have a little 12-incher here? Yep, it is time to strike you last. This goes off on a 7, 6 on the dice. 11?
I'm not going to try to unbind it. I am going to try and resist it.
Okay.
Resisted.
Okay, now you don't get to use that ability anymore, correct?
They do not get to use that ability. Iridan still can.
Okay.
Iridan has a different one.
Okay. I'm going to cast the War Spell spell from Mortarch the Wolf, which is going to give all Death Rattle a reroll charge while they're within 12 inches of him.
Cool.
Holy.
Holy.
10 again.
I thought you don't have any more casts?
That was my third one.
Oh, well, I might as well try then.
Yeah.
Okay, you still got it.
Last thing I'm going to do in my hero phase is going to be Lash of the Sire. We're going to target this unit of Barrow Guard, and we're going to see if they can run or move forward. They can, and it's a 1 inch.
I'm going to countercast with my Lord Relictor,
Okay.
T. Hawkins. We're going to try and translocate the Reclusians.
Okay, get out of here.
We do not, but we're going to hold on to those points.
All right. That's good for me. Well,
Or is it? We'll
Probably.
find out after the movement phase.
after these messages. Well, that's my movement. We moved our whole castle up, kind of pulled our dogs out of combat, because the nice thing is if I leave her alive with one model, it's really hard to get that squad back.
Yes.
Whereas if I killed her, she would come back with 3 other models, and I don't want that.
Possibly. Yep.
And then the bird is terrifying. So I just walked away from that. The other thing I did was I did fall back to the dogs, and I maybe should have left them in combat. There's a couple things that I probably could have done better that I realized that I could have put them over here to give me a little wall against here. But it was a little too far in the movement phase to realize when I realized it. But I think we're going to be okay, because I'm going to hopefully come in and just wipe this out and don't have to worry about this, as long as you don't make a really nice countercharge.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to get going on here is I'm trying to get the Lord Terminos into combat, so he can use his Quicksilver Draft, fight first, and then draw them into fight first. So we could activate really well before he gets to go, and so I try to redeploy to get it so that you had to activate into him, and then I wouldn't have to countercharge. Now I didn't get a good enough redeploy, so most likely I will have to try to countercharge into you.
I'm hoping to be a little cheeky and not let that happen.
He's going to try and make it harder.
So I don't have any shooting.
I have no covering fire.
No. Cool. Then I think we are going to go ahead and go directly into charges. We are going to start with the White King on foot, because these are rerollable charges from Radicard. 9.
9 is good.
We are going with the Barrow Guard. 6, 7. That was half inch, right?
I think so, yeah.
That is it for my charges. I decided not to charge with Mannfred because if you got the fight first, you could just put everything in Mannfred.
Yes.
And very easily could have killed him.
Yes, and that would definitely have been my target, would have been Mannfred.
Yeah, which would have hurt. So I would rather put a unit of 20 Graveguard and the White King in front of you and make it kind of a, well, you're going to spend 2 CP. You might be a little annoying to kill him.
Yeah.
So let's
I'm going to spend 2 CP.
see if we get that 4 up. You got a 4 up. So both of these units, the White King and this unit, will be getting +1 attack.
Okay.
Due to Mannfred killing a model earlier.
Wonderful. And it didn't have to be with an attack?
Nope, it just has to be killed a model this turn.
Okay. Combat phase abilities for me, we're going to activate our Quicksilver Draft. And then over here, we're going to stomp this terrain feature and do a backflip.
Oh, cool.
Backflip. Surprise!
Fine with that.
Bird!
All right.
Lord Terminos is going to activate. We're going to be putting everything into the king. Reason being is we're trying to delete the king and get rid of the 5-up ward on the Graveguard. I think that's actually more savings than just trying to go at this Graveguard.
We're going to all at D's the king.
Okay. 3 mortal wounds.
Yep.
And 1 2-up save.
You mean -2?
That's what I meant.
So that's a 5-up
Yes.
or 4-up. Fail it anyways.
So 6 damage total.
All right. 5-up. He dies.
The Reclusians are going to activate, obviously going into the Graveguard. Excuse me. Barrow Guard.
Barrow Guard.
3s and 2s now. Ren 2. Damage 2. Crit Mortals. 10 at Ren 2.
These are going to be 6s. Save 2.
So that's 18 damage there in the 2 mortals. 20 damage in total.
6s. 7 left alive. Direwolves into the big bird.
Yep.
They are going to hopefully take a couple wounds. These are going to be teeth.
Yep. Keepers.
That's going to be 5 saves.
Got 1.
Go on. No.
Axe of the Final Threshold. 6 mortal wounds. And 1 at Ren 2.
4 dogs.
And then the claws. 2 more. Ren 2. 2 damage each. So 4.
Unit. I'm going to activate my 7 Graveguard that's left, which is 3 attacks apiece, so 22 attacks because I get 1 for the champion. They're getting +1 attack from Mannfred. I'm going to all attack here. These are going to be 3s or 2s, 3s, rend 1 damage, crit mortals. 4 mortals. 12.
4s. 8 damage total. 5s. 2 go down.
So we're back from my turn. It went very well for Michael.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely am learning about these new Garan war scrolls. They are real mean.
Yes.
And I also just remembered that you had an ability to fight first over there, and it did not go well for me. Oopsies.
It did not go well. It was...
Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah.
But, that happens. So I am currently failed 2 battle tactics, so that's not looking good, but I have a lot of recursion left. So
the score is 10-10.
I haven't gone. You haven't gone yet.
It's all tied up.
It's looking a little bleak right now, but we are still in this game. We're not going to give up. There is no reason to ever give up a game of Warhammer. Just keep playing and see what happens.
And you have
because
a lot of recursion.
I have, there might be dead stuff, but guess what? It's recycle,
Yeah.
reuse, recycle, all that jazz. So we will see what's going to happen during Michael's battle round. So battle round 2, Michael.
I'm going to not reclaim their homes, take their land, and I'm going to take your piece of terrain right there. So I'm actually going to put the 5-up ward on.
They are a home wrecker. You know that, right? They're going to come in and destroy Mannfred's home.
Big Bird is pissed.
Yeah, Big Bird. You should have painted that bird yellow.
No, I
the purple. I
purple,
like purple. Yeah. We're both lovers of purples.
We're going to go for Blessed Weapons from T. Hawkins. Ooh, goes off on an 8. So Reclusians are going to get +1 attack. And then we're going to cast from our Wizard. We're going to go for a Lightning Blast. Goes off on a 5. Does not go off. Now we're going to try and bring out the Everblaze Comet. 7. Everblaze might be an 8.
Well, I hope it's an 8.
Everblaze is an 8. Iridan is going to pray for +1 to rend. Yes. So Iridan is going to be Rend 3. That is my hero phase. Responses for you.
I'm going to countercast with Mannfred, and I'm going to do exactly what she has been doing, or they have been doing to me, and put you in a prison of grief.
Oh, okay. Is that the fight last spell?
Fight last spell, yeah. Nice. 7 on the dice because +1, -1. A 9.
You got it.
And then do you ignore it?
Let's see. I ignore it.
And the prison of grief was directed right back in my face, and I'm stuck in my prison.
Rubber glue.
I'm going to bring back some skeletons.
Skeletons. You got anything else, big guy?
I'm going to cry in the corner while you go to your movement phase.
Sounds great. movement phase is complete for the Stormcast Eternals. So you guys saw me in the hero phase, definitely setting up to move Iridan and just try and smash in on this side. I was really concerned about him being able to redeploy and tag Iridan, and then if I don't get all if I don't get to activate on the Graveguard first, I think they just pick Iridan up. Mm-hmm. So since I have so much still, I decided let's pause, and I ran Iridan back to safety, and then I'm going to try and do a little bit of shooting on this side to kind of soften you up a little bit, and then
I did the endless ranks of the dead, and I brought back 5 poopers.
Mm-hmm.
And we came out of the
right there.
Yep, right there.
Perfect.
The grave site popped out outside of 9. Just kind of giving me another option for a battle tactic, because I got to start picking some that I can't fail, hopefully. And needed just to kind of keep my models on the table and do what I can.
Perfect. We're going to start with our Vigilors, everything into your Barrow Guard.
Barrow Guard.
Mm-hmm. 3 and 1.
I take 1, Michael.
Single damage.
It's all right. 1 dice.
Nice.
He'll be back.
My lone Vigilor here is going to fire into these Barrow Guard.
Cool.
1 more shot because he's a sergeant. Cool. Nothing.
Cool.
No pluses to hit there. We shall charge here with the Vigilor. We're going to charge with the Storm Strike Paladors. 7. Reclusions are going to charge. Not going in.
I'm going to counter charge. I think it is time for Mannfred to be the von Carstein, and we're going to make him charge. There we go. We're going to activate Mannfred von Carstein's Rampage.
Yep.
This is going to be a fight first ability on the Hunger with a fantasy name for the dragon. No idea how to say it. 3 up, fight first. I fight first.
The Sword of Unholy Power and the Dragon's Claws.
Yes, but
yes,
the first
I know.
part-
I couldn't say any of those.
All right. We're going to start with Mannfred over here. We're going to do the Sword of Unholy Power and some fantasy name in front of that. Mm-hmm. This is going to be 6 attacks, 3s, rend, or excuse me, 3s, 2s, because I am a vampire. Mm-hmm. Rend 1, 2 damage.
Go for it.
4.
Feel 3, so it's 6 damage.
And then the big old mean attacks. These are going to be 2.
Dead.
Yay! Nom noms.
Paladors are going to activate. We have 4 going into the Great Barrow, and then 1 who happens to be the sergeant going into your Radikar. Let's go. Let's slap Radikar around. 2, Ren 2.
6 up. Fail both.
It's 4 damage total.
4 damage.
And then the claws.
Takes all 4.
1 at Ren 1 from the claws.
Make it.
And then this is the rest into the Graveguard.
Yep.
2. Ren 2.
6 up. Make 1.
2 damage. 1. Ren 1.
Fail it.
I did 3 damage.
You did. We're going to activate the Graveguard all into this little hero here who caused me so much grief. We're going to see if I can give him a little shanky. Only 2 mortals. 9.
4s. I fail 2.
And 2 mortals.
So I take 4 damage. This one Vigilor
Okay.
is going into these doggos.
All right, let's see what we can do. Oh, that one fell out.
That one fell out. Take 2 at Ren 1.
6s. Fail 1. Or fail 2. You had 1 damage. All right, these are going to be all my snapping attacks into the lady. 4s and 3s. 2. Oh, she's not dead.
Oh, God. Oh, no. It's all falling apart. All right,
We're good.
My Lord Terminus is going to put everything into this graveyard. 3 mortal wounds. And 1 at rend 2.
Yeah, 6 up.
And then 6 damage total.
6s.
Good rolls.
Oh. For my activation, we're going to do Redekar the Wolf into Chicky
Paladors.
Things.
Yep.
He has crit mortals on his Valkyrus Barrow Blade. 5 attacks, 3 threes, rend 1, 2 damage.
It's got to be Vikros.
Vikros, right?
Yep, Vikros.
Oh, is it Vikros, not Valkros?
Vikros.
Okay. See, I can't pronounce shit. All right, threes, rend 1, 2 damage. Crit mortals. 1 crit. So 2.
Send both.
2 mortals.
Completed my turn, scored 10 points for hold 1 to more, and completed my battle tactic of take their land. These points are now going to turn off for me. It was actually a pretty bad turn for me because my Paladors whiffed pretty hard, and the strike firsting redeploying was pretty bad. I was definitely anticipating picking up the Graveguard. I'm not too bummed out about losing the Reclusians. I am bummed out that I put the 5-up ward over on the big bird and then chose to walk away. It's okay. Still 10 points. We're up by a lot.
Yes,
And
it is 20 to 10 currently.
Yeah. So we're going to get in the roll-off for battle round 3.
Hiya.
Good luck.
You can double me.
I'm going to double you because I have such a points lead that it'll be fine.
I am the underdogage. I don't like this.
So we'll be back, battle round 3, Stormcast. We're getting into battle round 3. Stormcast has taken the double. So we're going to try and get our Reclusians in. We're going to try and get Iridan in. We're just going to try and do as much damage as possible. If we can lift Mannfred and maybe Redekar, and then bog down the center of the table, I think we'll just grind you out.
Yes.
I am going to have to activate a couple points this turn. I'm okay with that. So let's get into a little bit of casting and a little bit of praying. We're going to start casting with the Night Arcanum, and then we're going to do a Lightning Blast. Closest is this unit, but closest visible is your Death Rattle.
Okay.
It goes off in a 6.
I will attempt to deny.
Denied. And then I'm going to try and bring out the Everblaze Comet. No. Cool. We're going to try and do a teleportation spell on the Lord Terminos. It does go off. Pray. Prayer. Iridan is going to pray for +1 to rend on themselves. Goes off. And then we're going to do Bleak Citadels on that squad of Reclusians.
The hour is defined.
The hour is defined. It is time. We will learn from our mistakes and not forget that again. We're going to do Finest Hour on this unit, on Iridan.
They are going to come in like a wrecking ball.
That's what we're hoping for, yes. I believe that's it for my hero phase. Oh, I wanted to rally. Yep, going down to 3, and we're rallying Iridan. Iridan is full health. Now, that is the end of my hero phase.
Question for you.
Yeah.
You still in combat with Mannfred with the
Yep.
Paladors?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to counter cast with Mannfred, and we are going to, I think we're going to go ahead and do the fight last spell on the
Paladors? Okay.
Hiya. 4, 5, 6 does not go off because I need a 7.
Okay.
It's +1, -1. Then I'm going to bring back 3 Barrow Guard,
I can't kill those little suckers.
and that is going to be the end of me trying to mess with your hero face. We can go right into your movement.
Let's move. Movement phase is complete. We stayed still with our Paladors because they're locked in combat. We're just kind of bogging down the board. Iridan is moving up to go fight Mannfred. And then our Reclusians, because I used my big brain, had a 7-inch move because I teleported my Field Sergeant next to them. That was totally intentional, not an accident at all.
We haven't been playing Warhammer for 12 hours.
And then I spent 1 CP to bring back in 3 Reclusians. So I'm just kind of...
You're taking my job.
I'm trying to.
And that's going to hurt.
I moved up my Vigilors. I have 1 who's going to target Mannfred, and then the rest are going into your Barrow Guard. Okay. So, Mannfred.
Man,
Nothing. Barrow Guard. 5. Red 1.
5 ups. Fail 2.
A single damage.
Take 2.
Let's start charging with things. Reclusians, the big squad of Reclusians is going to charge. 6 inches. Oh, yes. Iridan is going to charge.
The Den of Iridan.
10. And then a 9-inch charge from the other squad of Reclusians. 6 is not good enough. Rampages. We're going to try and do a backflip with Iridan. Yes. Responses.
I have some crying to do.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to cry. And then what do you want to fight with first?
Iridan's going to all-out attack.
Okay.
We're going to go down to 1 CP, and we're going to put all of our attacks into Mannfred.
I'm going to all out defense.
Okay. We're Ren 3, remember.
Yes, and I am currently 2 up save.
Okay, just calling it out there. Let's go with the Axe of the Final Threshold. Take 3 at Ren 3. Or 4, excuse me. 4 at Ren 3.
5s. Oh!
3 damage. Impaling Talons. 1.
I really needed that.
Ren 2.
It's base 2, yeah. So, make it. 4 save. I take the 3, but it's like... For my activation, it's going to be Barrow Guard into the Paladors. Mm-hmm. Don't get the +1 attack this time, because I haven't killed nothing yet with Mannfred. So we're going to see what happens. This is with their swords. Shavin.
So 4 and Immortal.
5.
That's 5 damage. Reclusians are going to activate. We have 4 that are going into True Blades, and then the rest go into Radikar the Wolf.
The wolf.
Yes. So let's go into the True Blades. 6 mortal wounds. 4 at Ren 1.
Make 1.
2 damage each, so 6 more damage. So 12 total.
3, 4 are dead.
And then into the Radikar.
Into the Radikars. Tell me there's a
2,
chance.
Ren 1.
There's a chance. I think it's 5 up.
4 damage.
He is alive with 1 wound.
Oh, he's 7 wounded. Nice.
Well, I think it's kind of written in stone what I have to do.
Radikar?
Radikar.
Yeah, for sure.
We are going to pile in towards that guy, staying in combat.
Sure.
That one.
Okay.
And we're going to punch...
The Paladors.
I think we have to punch Paladors.
Yeah, you do.
Don't want to, but I will. So we're going to use his blade into Paladors.
Get him.
No mortals. 2.
Kill them both. 4 damage. You got a Palador.
Yay!
Paladors are going to activate. We piled in, pinned the dogs, and we're just holding the line, right? So
3 into...
We have 3 into the Graveguard, 1 into Mannfred. Not Mannfred. Radikar the Wolf.
Okay.
Radikar.
Oh.
So that's
3.
3 Ren 2.
Save 1.
2 single damage.
Single each.
Double 6s.
How mad would you be?
Hey.
Oh, he almost fucking did it.
Ugh, that guy. You know, this is the only time I've ever seen Radikar the wolf on the table.
Oh, you should play against Dylan.
Paladors.
Into the Barrow Guard.
Yeah.
That's a lot of mortals there, but
They don't do mortals.
Oh,
Not the Paladors.
oh, sorry.
So 4 at rend 2.
6s.
Okay, single damage each. 1. Claws. Okay. 4, rend 1.
5s. Fail 3.
Okay, single damage. So we did 5 damage to you. Not going to kill him.
You deal 4 damage.
Okay.
True Blades into the not the Paladors,
Reclusians.
Reclusians.
Yeah.
I'm going to all attack. So their base weapons are going to get crit 2 hit, 2 each, 3s, rend 1, 1 damage, so it would be 2s, 3s. And then I have some claws from the big wolfy dude, which is going to be 3s, rend 2, 1 damage.
Okay.
And 3s. 6, 7. 7, rend 1.
Go 4. Take 3. 1 guy goes down.
Maws from the wolf. So 3s. 3s. 2 at rend 2.
Say 1 throw.
1 damage.
Take a damage. This Vigilor is going to activate. 1. Rend 1.
6s. Fail it.
And single damage.
Fail it.
Got a wolf.
We're going to go ahead and do all the attacks into her. These will be 4s, 3s, rend nothing, 1 damage. 2. Nothing.
Nothing.
All right, next we're going to activate Mannfred into the big chicken here that's been beating my face in. We're going to start with his unholy power sword. 6 attacks. 1. Rend 1.
Fail it.
2 damage.
Okay. 6s. Okay.
All right, and then we're going to do with the claws. 3 at rend 3.
Fail 2.
6 damage in total.
Take 5.
Wolves into chicken again. 3.
Fail 1.
Consistently, wolves have done 1 damage to you every activation.
That's good. So Mannfred will heal how much at the end of the turn?
He didn't kill anything, so he'll heal D3.
Cool. Before he does that, I am going to power through and get out of there.
Okay, well, you got power through on the wolves.
Of course. That was it for my turn. We score 6 points because we are holding 1-2 more. And while we have pinned the army and we're fighting in through everything, Mannfred is still very much alive. He healed 3, which means I did 0 damage to him with Iridan, and Iridan took 8 damage through a finest hour and with an all-out attack. Really bummer of a turn because I was hoping to be done playing by just having such a crushing double turn that we could have been done and wrapping up. But unfortunately, we kind of whiffed it there. So we're getting into your turn. What is your battle tactic?
My battle tactic is going to be take their land. We have this lovely porta potty, and we're going to take it.
Easy.
Yep.
Can't stop that.
Yes, and you're only on 2 points currently. I'm on 1.
True story.
So, probably not going to get a 10 here, but I'm going to do a lot of damage to you. That is my goal. So, let us go to spellcasting. We're going to start with Mannfred's going to cast his War Scroll spell to do the Mortal Wound Bomb. Goes off on a 7. I'm not getting +1 because we are in combat. That's a 10.
Go ahead.
We're going to pick this spot.
Right.
Mortal Wounds to the Paladors.
Keep going.
2 Mortal Wounds to the Paladors.
Okay. And what about the other guys?
They're going to take none. From Mannfred, we are going to cast Prison of Grief on the Paladors.
What's this do?
On a 7, fight last.
Cool.
That's another 10.
It's your last cast, so might as well. You got
it. Do you ignore it?
Paladors are not ruination.
Yay, fight last. So then we're going to resurrect some things.
Got him down to 6.
Got him down to 6.
Cool.
I'm going to rally the unit of Barrow Guard, try to get something back. I got everything dead back.
Anything else for you?
No.
I will do Bleak Citadels for 5 up board on those Reclusians, and that is it.
Okay. We are immediately going to get in the movement then.
Let's move.
Back for my movement, we did a lot of falling back this turn because it really allowed me to get my 10 points and be able to start screening you out from being able to grab points to gain any points, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to win the game, is to deny you as many points as humanly possible. Fell back Mannfred, put him in combat with your porta potty that's going to allow me to pile in and kill your hero and not kill the porta potty that I need to be next to.
Yeah.
And then the wolves are just screening as much as humanly possible, or I guess canine possible on this side. Then the Graveguard just shifted up 4 inches. We're going to try to come up and punch me some Reclusians. I almost had it.
Yep.
And that's pretty much my movement phase. Did you want to do anything?
I can't.
I apologize.
Yep.
Did not mean to do that. We're going to go to charge.
Yes.
We're going to charge them Barrow Guards. Oh, that is going to be my only charge. Do you have any?
Nope, I have no charge phase abilities.
Okay. Then I will do a 4-up fight last because you are now in combat with the wolf dude.
Okay.
Do you ignore it?
This is my only spot to ignore, so yes, let's try. I do not ignore.
All right, so both of these units are fighting last. I guess we will activate the Barrow Guard. We're going to go ahead and pile those in and see what happens.
I have a combat phase ability.
Oh, okay. That was a combat phase ability. My bad.
Yep. Big Bird is going to do a backflip. Yep.
Cool. Yep, that's kind of what I figured. All right, after piling in, I'm able to get 9 into the unit that was resurrected.
Yes.
And then I'm able to get 8 and the champion into the unit that is in combat with the True Blade Seekers.
I did not expect this. Yeah.
Yes. I just have to hold you and deny you points.
Hold me, JJ.
I will.
Hold me.
And after this game, we might just both go cry together. And
It's a long day.
Oh, God.
Get it, man. So we're going into the 4-man Reclusians.
No, this is going to be the back unit. The one that was resurrected.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Can you check those dice? Because I think you definitely...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Got it.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it just... There's way too many attacks for this unit. I am all attacking.
Yes.
So it'll be 2s and 3s.
Okay.
Put those back. I need them. 3 go through. And 1.
Save 1.
And then 3, 4, 5 then. Oh, save 1. So 3.
5 damage.
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and do the rest into the 4-man squad.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. All right. That's going to be 6.
4s. I take 3.
And 4 mortals.
5 mortals.
Oh, sorry.
Wards. Hell yeah. Take 3 damage.
That's some good warding right there. Go down to 3.
Threshold. Threshold. 6 more wounds. Or 3 more wounds. Sorry. And then 1 at Ren 2, so 6 damage total.
Okay, continue.
And then the claws.
What's sad is that's not enough to just wipe the unit.
I know. They're a lot of wounds. So
3?
3 at Ren 2. 6 more damage. So 12 total.
Save 1. You killed them, I think. 1,
caught
2,
him.
3, 4, 5. All right, we're going to activate Mannfred. He piled in. He's going to punch a hero in the face. We're going to just get in combat. So we're going to use that power sword, the unholy one. All right, 3. Rend 1.
2 damage.
2 damage apiece.
Here's the big one, though.
Let's see once. That's better. 2 at Rend 3.
He's dead.
All right.
Sorry, T. Hawkins. I'm so sorry.
Finally ate you. Nom noms.
Okay.
That is going to immediately power up these boyos. And I think you have no more activations, correct? Until fight lasts?
No, I have that.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep. Clusians are going to activate into your Barrow Guard. 2 mortal wounds. And 3 at round 1.
5s. So 1 more damage, or 2 more damage?
2 damage each.
Okay, sorry. 7 die.
And then True Blades.
All the attacks are going to go into the
Clusians. Yep.
3s, 4, 5. Round 1.
Take 3.
And the monster.
The monster has 5 attacks.
Yeah.
Wow. I missed that last time. I
Yeah,
wasn't
he
paying
goes
attention.
ham. But he doesn't get the crits. 2. Or 1.
1.
1. Rend 2.
Fail that. Towards. Okay, take 3.
Kill
One more
1.
guy that goes down.
Well, I'm going to activate my 6-man Barrow Guard into the unit of Paladors with 19 attacks. 3 3s.
Get him, boys.
Oh, damn. That's 1. 3, 6, 9. Damn, them Paladors are fine.
4. So I take 6 damage total. Fights last time. We will activate with the Paladors. 3 and run 2 into the Barrow Guard.
6s.
Single damage each. Yep. And then the mounts. 2 at round 1.
5s. 1 damage.
Yep.
4 die.
Clusians into Barrow Guard. 2 mortal wounds. And 5 at round 1.
Take save 2.
So 8 damage total.
Alright, that is 8 dead. Wrapping my turn up, I managed to claw myself out a 10-point turn by some really fun movement shenanigans. Barrow Guard just hanging in for dear life.
They're just scratching their way through. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it for my turn. Let's go ahead and go to that roll-off. We got
20 to 26.
20, 26, only 6 points down. Got a 2.
We're going to continue the priority.
Alright.
So we'll be back. Battle round 3?
4.
4. Stormcast Eternals.
Mm-hmm.
Battle round 4 is upon us. JJ and I kept thinking this game was going to be over and we could be done. It's going to be over and we could be done. And it keeps happening.
And like, just a little behind baseball here. We started at 7:30. It is currently
8:55.
8:55 p.m. 7:30 a.m.
We love you guys so much.
Yes, big hugs.
So I was going to do take their land. I'm actually going to take 2.
I already wrote.
Sorry.
I'll do attack. Yep.
Attack on 2
Hey,
friends.
also, how are you going to take their land? You've done it.
No, take the flanks.
Take the flanks.
But if I attack on 2 fronts, is
Yeah.
this turn? That way I can take their lands next turn.
Yep.
First things first, I'm going to rally Iridan. I get 1 health back.
I would rally Mannfred. He heals himself.
Yep, it's full health. I'm going to do a healing prayer. Probably goes off on a 4. Maybe goes off on a 3.
I don't know.
Prayer Lord. Healing Storm is a 4, so we're going to bank. Let's do a 5-up ward on Iridan.
Yep. That just as annoying as my model bird.
Yep. And then let's Finest Hour on the 2-man Reclusian squad.
Yep.
Yes. We are going to cast with our wizard, and she's gonna do a lightning's blast, targeting this squad right here.
Cannot see.
Definitely can see. There's a window, and I have line of sight.
Oh yes, I see.
Hiya! Doesn't go off though. We're gonna try and bring out The
Storm, or the comet.
The comet goes off on an 8. I got it.
7, 8.
8 is great. We're gonna plop that bad boy.
Who do you appreciate?
Right there.
Hey, that's before I get to summon back my guys.
And it is. We're gonna try and do D3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
2 mortal wounds.
I kind of hope I fail these. I do.
Okay.
Hey!
We're gonna do D3 mortal wounds to Mannfred. 2 mortal wounds.
Mannfred takes 1.
Cool.
Somehow I'm going to suck the blood out of your porta potty. Ew.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
That's it for my turn.
For my turn, I think we are going to spend 1. We're going to do Mannfred's War Swirl spell, and we're going to attempt to do some mortal wounds way off in the distance there. -2 because you're mean. Mm-hmm. I get it on an 8. Yep, there, 24 inches.
There you go.
So, we're going to hit both the Reclusians. The 3-man. Nothing.
Yep.
And then the 2-man. 2. They're dead. One's dead.
They're dead.
One's dead.
You got a guy. Movement phase is complete. Where this slog has continued. We have models all over the board. The death piles are stacking up.
Mine's getting smaller.
Yours is getting smaller because you revived and brought some Barrow Guard back. Because that's
You just killed them.
that's the first unit that I killed a Barrow Guard.
Oh, I should have popped them right there. Oops, no.
And then we're gonna activate our Vigilors, and we are going to be firing everything into that unit of True Blades.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
3 or in 1. Single damage each.
Hi, mana. Take all 3.
And now we're gonna get into charges. We're gonna charge with these Vigilors. We're gonna charge with the Paladors.
Nope.
We're gonna reroll. Okay, there we go. Iridan. Just having the best time ever.
I'm going to countercharge with Mannfred.
Get it.
4, 5, 6.
5 phase abilities. Iridan's gonna do a cartwheel. No. First time I failed that.
I have a 5 phase ability. Mannfred's going to fight first.
Sure.
I do. Then I'm going to make your Paladors fight last. I do.
Cool. Well, he gets to activate, but you get to fight a terrain feature off camera. Go nuts.
Okay.
Killing the meteor is better, actually.
Okay, then I will kill the meteor.
Okay,
Everything
cool.
in the meteor.
Everything in the meteor, I'm just going to pull that.
And I use a fight ability, so I get to
Heal.
heal.
If
I got enough CP to clear, or if I had like 2 extra inches to the movement, I would have been able to clear that and get the hero. That was my goal.
all of the Reclusians into the True Blades.
Okay. Fair.
2 mortal wounds. And 6 at red.
That was good though. So save 2.
That's
8, 9, 10.
10 damage. Okay.
I'm alive, Michael.
That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wards.
Holy shit.
You have 1 guy left.
I leave
That shouldn't be possible,
the
everyone.
wolf alive. I guess I'm gonna activate Graveguard into the one dude.
Yeah, for sure.
2 mortals.
Dead.
Go.
We are going to do this all natural because it doesn't actually... We don't... Yeah.
Yeah.
All natural. 6 mortal wounds. Rend 2, so a total of 8 damage on the dogs. I think you were in at 6s.
I got 1.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and a wound. I am wounded.
You are wounded, yes.
So, 4 dogs.
Yes.
Activating the wolves, everything into the shitty boys. 4s. 3s. Take 5.
I fail 3. One guy goes down.
No.
You're going to hit your back. 4 and 1.
6s. 6s. Did you see that 6 flip?
I
All right,
did.
2 die.
The beast into the Paladors.
Yep, we're going to hit you with my horrific challenge.
Yep.
4s. And 3s. Wound. 4 at Rend 2.
Available. 4 damage.
4 damage. The rest of
3, 6 Paladors into that beast. Okay, so 3 at Rend 1.
6s.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh no, we can get him. We can get him.
You got nothing left.
I do too.
What else can fight
The
him?
mounts.
Oh, okay.
All right, there we go. Take 5 more at Rend 1. Okay, that's 3 damage.
I make 2 6s. I'm like gonna just walk out that fucking door.
Come on.
Oh, he's
we
dead!
got him.
Yay!
Get it out of here. All right, we Stormcast got a 10-point turn. Hold 1, 2 more. We completed our battle tactic, which was definitely something.
Attack on 2 fronts.
Attack on 2 fronts. Thank you. And then we're set up really nicely to take their lands next turn.
Did you ever take one from me? Where does the other one you got? Because
Took
you took
these
this
2.
from me last time,
No, I did not take it from you last time. I just took it.
but I never held it at that point.
You don't control it. So how could I possibly take it from an opponent who did not control it? So for that sake, I do think you're right.
So we're gonna see how many I can get on my turn.
So
Let's keep duking this out.
go nuts. What's your tactic?
We are going to slay the entourage and pick some belly doors.
Excellent.
And we're going to hope Mannfred comes in like a wrecking ball.
He has all game.
So let's go ahead and directly get into my turn. First thing I'm going to do is cast Mannfred's War Scroll spell. For 8. Goes off.
You got it.
Same pick out here, but on this side.
Sure.
So it's going to hit both of them.
Yep.
Belly doors. Take 2. Into the recluses. 3. It for my hero phase. Do you have anything?
Yes, I'm going to teleport with Iridan. Cool.
Where are you going?
Iridan is going to pop out of combat, and we are going to go right there.
Okay. Let's go into my movement. Back from my movement, we just pushed Mannfred up. We pushed up some skelly boys. We know the big bird's going to come back and try to do some nasty things to this objective next turn, but what you going to do? So let us get to the charge phase.
Charge clock.
Yep, we're going to start with Mannfred because it's the one that matters. Guess what we're spending our last command point on?
Mm-hmm.
Good game, Michael. Good game.
Good game, JJ. So with the failed tactic there,
My 3 failed tactics this game.
3 failed tactic. With the failed tactic there, there is no way to get this point. Let's say this is successful. Roll it real quick. Wonderful. So they get this point back. Wunderbar. You get 1, 2. Not more.
Not more.
Okay.
Because you are currently holding 1. 2.
2.
So.
Next turn, we're going to do a quick roll.
Maintain prio, you
Yep.
get 10, I get 2. Because I just continue walking that way.
Yes. So give me a final score. So normally this is where we would go to wrap up and we clean up and then we'd have a nice little chat. We're gonna not do the full wrap up today because JJ and I are both very, very tired. Mannfred is an absolute house. He escaped so much stuff. We are going to do a brief talk about MVPs, LVPs.
Correct.
And our big, what we would say our highlights were and what our lowlights were. My MVP is, as much as I want to give it to Iridan, it's Reclusians.
Oh no, it is Iridan.
No,
I lost this game because of her.
Iridan definitely got me tactics and was playing the game really, really well, but Reclusians rinsed through your army. We did so much damage with Reclusians.
I mean, the shit they was in combat with took 3 rounds to die. I'm saying right now, everything she activated in, she was clearing.
Except for Mannfred.
Except for Mannfred. Granted, yeah, Mannfred was a slimy bastard right there and snaked out, but I'm going to argue that was your MVP. She changed this game.
Scourge of Gairan rules, making Iridan...
Are they? Yes.
Very good.
They are awesome.
Consistently getting up to Ren 2, maybe Ren 3. Huge damage output. Hits like a Durthu. Fast.
Really cool kickflip abilities.
Kickflip abilities. I love everything about Iridan, and I think has legitimate play in lists now.
Yes.
Paladors whiffed for me, but then they were quite the anvil.
Yes. It was just... Though they could not kill 7 Graveguard.
No, it was so sad. But then that was actually low-key good because it stopped since I couldn't kill whole units, it stopped a lot of your recursion.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, don't judge this list on me playing it. This is literally my first game with the new book with this list, and I think I played it once before. And there was definitely, I immediately realized where I did my mix-up and mess up on where I was putting units.
Sure.
But the ability for me to even have a possibility of tying this game, because that's where we were going to end up at if I didn't fail a couple charges there, was a tie with my massive blunders. I blundered really bad right there in the beginning.
Yeah.
And that really affected the game. It cost me 2 of my primary abilities.
Yep.
Or not primary, the secondaries. So that just put me 8 points down.
Yes.
And I was able to fight pretty hard back.
Yeah.
So this list, I think, is definitely the most competitive that you're going to see out of Soulblight Gravelord. It is so resilient, so forgiving.
Yeah.
And, Mannfred right there just being the G and just...
And I think this is a competitive Stormcast list. I think you could take this list to most events and do pretty well with it. There's argument.
So fast.
It's very fast. It hits a ton of bricks. Reclusians, very, very strong.
It felt like tougher Sylvaneth, on honesty. I'm sitting there why are you over there now?
Yeah, we were all over the board. And
those things are just, I hit you? God.
Yes. T. Hawkins did really, really well with the Lord Relictor. Thank you for being our champion. The Lord Relictor just picking things up and moving them around, denying tactics.
He also fully healed Mannfred.
Mannfred. Mannfred's your MVP, right?
Oh, yes.
For sure.
Yeah. In all honesty, everything worked exactly how it was supposed to.
Yeah.
The LVP would have to go to Radikar, but I don't think Radikar is an LVP just simply because I misplaced him.
Sure.
I put him in the wrong spot, and he died.
Yeah. True Blades, also very good.
That was hilarious.
They were...
God.
Yep.
Comment down below. What was the possibility for me rolling all those 6s?
Oh, it's so annoying.
Yeah, I'm curious. Somebody else do the math. I'm tired now.
It's so annoying. I am really pleased with how Gravelords are doing. I don't really know what this is doing for the army.
Yeah. If I had played better, played them better, putting it where I did, and use things to actually go forward and die. Mm-hmm. It was the problem is I kept surviving just too well in a couple spots. Yeah. And what I could have done is I could have snagged that point from you on my turn. If I had a couple of units that should have been dead that weren't, the unit in the back there, of Beauregard that just barely stayed alive when they probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And I could have just snagged that point from you and it'd been real annoying, and that would have got me a 10-point turn.
Yeah.
Because I would attack on 2 fronts. Bob's your uncle, I'm done.
For sure.
So little things like that where it's just like, oh, well, that's the way the game goes.
Really, 2 very dynamic armies.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
We had, like, activations all over the place. We had armies all over the place. We were swapping sides.
Oh, yeah. Like, I was on this end, you were on that end. I am going to get a lot more practice with this army.
Yeah.
And I am bringing this list back on the channel, and I'm throwing that gauntlet down. Because with what's going to be going on in the next GHB, I think this is going to be a very good army for it. Mm-hmm. I'm really excited to see what they're changing in the next GHB with, like, the new units, war scrolls and stuff like that. This brought new life to both the armies that I fought today, and legitimately, like, caused me to make massive blunders because I just miscalculated what they do now.
Sure.
I was like, okay, I think I know what she does, and it's like, oh my gosh, they are just blowing all this damage into me, and I don't know what to do. Or you're looking at, like, the Black Coach; it's just walking through things it should not be walking through, or surviving things that it should not survive from.
Yeah, Iridan. So rad, dude.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Rad. I'm
It
so
is such
excited.
a cool model.
So cool. I'm like, I bought it, painted it, loved it. I'm not sure why the bird has to have an executioner helm so that you don't know the identity of the bird. But
well, it's Buckbeak.
It's what?
It's Buckbeak.
I don't know what Buckbeak is.
Oh, you kids never read Harry Potter?
Yeah, we did actually, but
so Buckbeak is the griffin that they save from execution.
Oh, okay.
And they had to give it the nickname Witherwing. Little Harry Potter lore here, because I was a Harry Potter kid.
That's it for us. We have clearly lost our minds.
Yes.
Really, really fun game. Love Gravelords. Love where they're at in the new edition. I think they're going to do really, really well. Mm-hmm. And I love the Scourges of Gyran. I think they hit it out of the park, man. Super excited.
Yes, and just thank you so much to Dylan for lending me this army and allowing me to attempt to show you guys what the new book's going to look like. And I'm going to get myself lots of practice, and I'm hopefully going to have my models all painted up and ready to go on the show and get my revenge match against these Stormcast Eternals.
Guys, I think that's it for us. We're going to clean up, wrap up, and we will see you next...
Not wrap up.
We will see you next week for another Battle Report.
Bye!